CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
CMPRadio.net, man. You already know it's the station. This is Uncomfortable Conversations with your host, Uncle P, and
Drea B, y'all.
Let's go. Trying to get all this stuff activated. You know how we do up in this joint. It's Tuesday night, and it's about to be it's not going to be no fight.
Ain't going to be no fight. There's definitely going to be some debating here.
It's always some debating going on.
Uncomfortable conversations.
See, I was going to say something, and it would have been wrong. So right now, we're not on Facebook. We're on YouTube. So if anybody wants to check us out, we'll be on YouTube. We can see your comments off of YouTube. We look nice. Like it?
Thank you.
Does it look good?
Yes, but I'm like, this mic,
What's
how do
wrong?
I adjust it?
How do you want to adjust
Do
it?
I need to bring it up or I'm fine?
Hold on.
What?
You want to adjust the mic once the show starts?
I'm just saying,
You
no.
just sat in front of that mic for a half an hour and didn't feel as though you had to adjust it?
Okay. All right. I think I'm good.
Okay.
I just wanted my voice to project, you know?
Yes. So if you want your voice to project, you got to get in front of the microphone. But I don't want you to.
All right. I got you.
Right. No. Listen, this is Uncomfortable Conversations, and tonight we're talking about love or respect. Which one do you want? A lot of people say they want love, but what they really need is to feel heard, to feel valued,
Okay.
to feel protected, to feel appreciated, and also understood, right? And I think we have to ask the definition of love and respect, right? Because I don't think you can have one without the other.
I think you can, but
We're gonna talk about that, right? What carries more weight in a relationship, love or respect, right? Which sex wants what? I say men want respect. Women want candles and roses and flowers and rainbows and unicorns and butterflies and lollipops and all that good. That's love to me. It's that feeling that you feel. You feel it as a man. You'll feel it, but then you gotta get to work. You know what I'm saying? Like
I hear you.
You can't bask in the love rays, right? So because some people have been loved wrong and some people have been respected without ever really feeling loved, right? That's what we're talking about tonight, right?
Okay.
So what is the definition of love to you?
Love is showing up, choosing someone every day. Love is consistency. Love is kind. It is something that doesn't keep score. It's something that allows me to keep my whimsy. Like, if I am with someone and I can't keep my whimsy, I don't want it. So it just gives me like that, like the butterflies. Like even after time, like that person still has that kind of impact on me. That's love to me.
That's love to you. Yeah. Love to me is the same thing,
Okay.
but I can't stay in whimsy
Because nobody is.
because I got to go outside. I got to go outside. I got to create. I know women have to too, but it's a little bit easier. You feel me? And we have this debate all the time. Why are women so unprotected? And the women get mad at the men of our community because the men can't protect them. But how am I supposed to protect you when I got to deal with all this stuff? We all got to deal with all this stuff outside. It's a lot outside being a black man, to go out there in the world and try to make enough money to come home and feed. And you come in the house and your woman's dancing around in the kitchen and you feel me, and whatever she got on and looking at you, and she's so happy because she know you love her, but you don't feel respected.
But let's talk about partnership, because like if you have a partner where it's like, okay, everything is not on you. Like unless you want that traditional role, like you go out there and work and bring home the money. But if you have a partner, it's like you're working together.
Still, it's pressure to go out there. Whether you're I'm not working. The police pulled me over. Oh yeah, I'm working with Andrea. They gonna let me go? No. Right?
Right.
I got to pay the Pico bill. Yeah, me and Andrea are doing it. No. They're going to take some money off? No. To us, partnership, to the two people in the relationship, partnership is key to the relationship continuing on.
Right. Absolutely.
Right? But outside is a whole nother animal. You ever see them videos? There's like the man and the woman's walking outside, and as soon as she step outside, just a bunch of prices go off. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that's real. So I know to take you out to go somewhere, I gotta have at least $500 in my pocket because I don't know what you're gonna see, what you're gonna want. You want a pair of sneakers? I gotta have some money in my pocket to take you out. And if I don't have no money in my pocket and I take you out, you're gonna have an attitude because I couldn't get you what you wanted. But
what about like, okay, you take me out sometimes, I take you out sometimes. Like it doesn't have to be all on one person.
Oh, I would appreciate that. I would. Yeah, absolutely. I would love that. I wish, Wow. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. It happens. I wish it happened more often than not. But love and respect. What's more important to you? Define respect.
You know what? I used to think it was love when I was unhealed and broken. But now I feel respect. Because I feel like with respect, it's like you're going to be mindful of the decisions that you make, how they're going to impact me, whether it be good or bad. Anytime that you're doing something, you're considering me. How is this going to make my lady feel? How is this going to impact our home life? Versus you love me and you still dog walk me. Because somebody can love you and with everything and all the warm and fuzzy feelings and still dog walk you and treat you like trash. But it's like, I love you. I'm so broken and this is why. Because again, I can say from my own personal experience, like I've had love for people, but the way I showed up at times did not always like make it seem like I loved. So it's really, really important to like make sure that you make sure that your priorities are straight when it comes to relationships. What do you want? What's your non-negotiables? How important it is for you to be like, all right, I want it to be respect is key. Like some people be like, I don't care if you don't love me or you're not in love with me, but you provide for me, you protect me, you make sure that I'm straight. Some people will be happy with that versus somebody that's like all saying, oh, baby, 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 I love you, but you're not able to do those things. It just depends on what do you want?
That was a lot. Just respect me, right? I feel like, when I was younger, love came easy. Love came from my mom and my grandma. Unconditional love, right? So I felt love as a little boy.
Okay.
I kept on thinking that's what love was. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My grandma could talk to me, boy, get over here. You know what I'm saying? My mom could talk to me crazy. You feel? So it wasn't like, it was just love, just doing things, helping me. You feel me? Being able to give me sound advice. I didn't have a lot of men around me giving me sound advice, right? So typically I always had to second guess when a man told me something. Like, why are you telling me this? What you want? What you trying to get? Right? So for me, a woman has to respect me if she wants to be in a relationship with me. Meaning the way we talk to each other. Mm-hmm. Don't talk to me crazy, because that doesn't give me a sense of anything. Love, admiration, affection, right? I don't feel that when you talk to me crazy. I feel like you're trying to boss me around and you're just going to talk to me any kind of way you want to, and that kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Understood.
Right? So for me, I don't want love. I want respect, because you got to love me to respect me. You want somebody to think about you. You say you want them to think about you before they do something crazy. I was doing stuff crazy. I didn't say I'm doing this because of my wife. You know what I'm saying? I just did it because I wanted to do it. I was thinking about myself. But in a relationship, you have to think about the other person. You should. So if you're not thinking about the other person, then it's a problem.
But some people can be selfish. We all have our selfish tendencies. And it's like, if you're unhappy in a situation, then it's easy to go off of your carnal urges. It's easy to kind of stray when you're not happy.
Right.
So that's on both sides, women and men.
Yeah, I hear both sides. I think women want love, though. Right? More than...
I want to make sure I want to be in a situation where you're not going to have me homeless. You're not going to have me not eating. You're not going to have me looking stupid out in these streets. That's
respect.
Yeah.
Not having...
I don't want to be looking stupid.
How are you looking stupid? Because you're staying? That's the only way you're looking stupid, if you stay.
No.
He don't know. You're not there with him while he's doing what he's doing. And even if it is, even if you are there, you're saying it's okay for him to do it.
No, you can be in a relationship with someone and everybody can know that they're doing something. And you could be the last one to the party to find out.
Well, you don't look stupid. You just didn't know. I don't think... You can't say stupidity is not knowing. Once you know and find out.
Yeah.
And if you stick around.
Right. True.
Again, the choice is on you, what you want to do.
True.
I don't even want to judge anybody, because you don't look stupid either way. If you love somebody, that's how you know it's love. I said, how do you know it's real love? When you can forgive a person.
But love shouldn't make you disrespect yourself.
Love makes people disrespect themselves all the fucking time. All the time. All the time. Come on, breathe.
I gotta breathe.
Right, breathe.
If you don't respect, if you allow people to, if you sin against yourself by allowing people to mishandle you when you see certain patterns, then you're setting yourself up for being in the matrix. You're setting the tone for people to treat you like trash.
At this big age that you're at right now, right? When you were younger, did anyone ever treat you like trash?
Yes.
And what'd you do?
In some situations, I stayed. In some situations, I left.
You learned from it more than anything.
Yeah,
right?
I learned from
it's
it.
Experience.
I learned from it. But if I'm being honest, I feel like my esteem wasn't where it was supposed to be at.
You also learned that.
So
how to value yourself.
I can say that a lot of times I stayed in situations because my esteem wasn't up to par.
Right.
If my esteem would have been up to par, my ass would have been out quick.
Not gonna get into why your esteem wasn't up to par.
We can get into it.
Right. Why wasn't your esteem up to par?
Man, I mean,
you didn't think you looked good enough?
It was a lot of things. It's again, people can say things about you're pretty and stuff, but if you don't believe it, or then my abandonment wounds, so again, you could tell me A, B, and C, you the best thing ever, but if you don't believe that,
were you giving off the energy to make somebody not feel as though what they were saying to you was believable? Do you think if someone told you were beautiful and they wanted to be with you and they were with you and you were just giving off that off-putting feeling, you don't know if you were giving that off? Or?
To be honest, I used to sometimes feel that people were with me because of my heart I would give. But sometimes I was giving because I am a giver, but sometimes I was giving because Like, I think back from when I was a kid. I was a spoiled little child.
Right.
And I had all the toys, all the
Right,
things.
right.
And people wanted to hang out with me for all the things.
Right.
Not because they really liked me.
Right.
It's because I had all the things.
Right.
You go over to Drea house, we going to the movies, we going skating. We ain't going to have to pay. So that, I carried that into my adulthood, if I'm being honest.
Right.
So that right there, and I'm like, okay, when I try to pull back, be like, oh, if I don't do this, is this person going to still be my friend?
You care about that?
I don't care about that shit now. But like that did set the tone for me. It's like, all right, well, dag, I pulled back, so now this person don't want to talk to me. Now this person is acting weird towards me because I'm not moving the way they want me to, or they can't use me. So, and that wasn't all situations, but it was some situations. I say 50-50.
I think children that receive things freely are givers, right? You know, you say a spoiled child. If you're spoiled and they got you hanging around other spoiled people, right? Then you become selfish.
I'm gonna give you the shirt off my backs.
But if you're spoiled and you're hanging around people that don't have, you're like, oh no, I have more over here, so here, take this. I used to do that at my grandma's house, bring friends over, feed friends, take friends, like all types of stuff. And then my grandma said, yeah, every day you give somebody, you're taking a little bit from you. So pay attention to you and what you got.
I want to share a story. This
Go
is
ahead.
a really transparent moment. So my transition after my divorce, I was talking to a person to remain nameless. When I say like they triggered a lot of my core wounds, like this person like really, when I say came off nice, knew I was in this, just getting out of a situation because I didn't really want to talk to nobody. When I say that person tried to dog walk me, like, that's why your eggs are probably cracked. That's why you probably can't have kids and all types of stuff, because I was someone that, again, I learned from certain experiences and I had boundaries. And this person was like really well established. And again, like they really tried to dog walk me. I walked away from that situation. But it was like, wow, like people really still do that? Like try to like tear somebody apart because, you have boundaries, you have standards.
What you wasn't trying to give him now?
No.
Right, that's the problem. Can't be talking to nobody. It's 2026, 2024, 2023. It's time. We talking, we doing something. And we not just talking and get to
No,
know
well,
each other.
actually, he flew me out.
Boy, and you still there?
No, I did.
Oh, okay, all right.
I did, but it
wasn't given?
It wasn't given. Wasn't given.
It wasn't given.
And then he was just talking about how much money he spent. Like
Right.
it was just a bad,
Yeah, I get that.
bad.
Listen. But at least you got something out of it, right? A memory. I love memories. I love experiences. I'm more of an experience type person, right? Once I had an experience with you, I knew what to look out for. You feel me? Like I love a woman that can clean up after herself.
Okay.
Right? And once I realized that you can't clean up after yourself, you know what I mean? Like I'm not used to that. So, it's just a few things that I have to, tighten up around me.
Okay.
But love and respect, man. That's what we're talking about today. Can respect grow into love? Or can love grow into respect?
I think the respect has to be there first. I'm gonna be honest, because this is the thing. I'm just gotta speak for myself.
Right.
If I don't respect you, I can't listen to you. Like I will be oppositional, defiant. I will not listen. I will talk crazy to you.
Why?
Because I don't respect you.
So why, if you don't respect, we're talking about in a relationship.
Yes, you want me to be wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm being wrong.
Why are you in a relationship with somebody you don't love?
Love and respect could be two different things.
Love and respect are the same thing. You just said the two things that
I'm about to speak on this.
Go ahead.
You can be in a relationship with someone and say if you're wounded and you love that person, however, you realize this, like, okay, this person is not showing up in the way that makes me feel safe. So because I don't feel safe, it's like fight or flight. So I'm talking to you crazy. I'm not. And if I've been in situations and it's like, okay, I needed you to provide me some insight or lead me in some kind of way and you ain't giving, then I'm going to look at you crazy. And then I have to look at myself and be like, damn, Andrea, that was a bad choice on your behalf. Why did you even pick that person to begin with?
Because you wanted to abuse him.
No. Nobody just, no. Why would I want to abuse anyone? Why?
Because you did. You abused him. If you talking to him crazy, you're not listening. Why you got a man if you ain't going to listen? Why would
Give me something to listen to.
What is he supposed? He gave you himself. You said you got to have respect before you have love?
No, you can have love first.
You can have love.
You can have love, but love doesn't mean it's going to be, what kind of love is it? Healthy love? Is it that trauma bond love? What kind of love is it?
Right. Tracy Williams says, love you first and know your worth. Right? Absolutely. She also said, love come from God first, who you know will always protect you and be with you. I absolutely understand love, God loving you and you loving God. I get that. Like that's number one. Your creator. Like love your creator and thank him for every breath he gives you.
So
right?
I'm going to share, I feel like being, transparent. I always be transparent, but I feel like sharing tonight.
Okay, all right.
So, like, currently I'm in a relationship. I've been in a relationship. We've been in a relationship for like a little bit over a year.
Okay.
And the big thing is respect there.
Mm-hmm.
The way I treat my person is because I respect. Like, I don't want to do anything to make him feel disrespected or have him looking dumb, but it's because of, like, I'm watching how you move. Again, I didn't always make the best choices in men. I got to take accountability for myself.
Okay.
I made some poor choices. So I can't blame, everybody. I got to blame myself. I have to look at myself. I have to look at my patterns and be like, okay, Andrea, you chose from a broken place. You chose from your abandonment wounds. Mm-hmm. You chose from your esteem issues. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's what it is. And the person I am now, like, even if I'm like, I'm getting all like emotional. I love my guy to the point where even if I'm angry, I don't want to say anything to damage his esteem. It could really piss me off, right? But I'm going to say what I need to say, but I'm not saying anything to go for the jugular.
You shouldn't go for the jugular.
But I'm telling you, that's who I used to be. Like,
yeah,
I used to go for your whole...
That's how a lot of women were or still are, right? Because that's what they witnessed. That's what they grew up on.
Absolutely.
Right? That's what they saw happening. And it's only a matter of time before what you see happening becomes what you do. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because this is how you learned. It's how you saw other women talk to other men. We were talking earlier, I saw a lot of women doing the heavy lifting in my family. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Whether they had a husband or not.
So let's talk about that. And I feel like that's a lot of reason why I might have not been no, it's not. It's a big reason why I didn't respect men. Because when you see women doing the heavy lifting, it's like, that takes a toll. Like, it takes a toll.
But I also saw them love on their husbands, right?
Well, there were no husbands.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So you see women doing the heavy lifting and there's no husbands, there's no leadership, then what do you have? The women trying to figure life out. The women going through. The women being the one to save the day. That's
you got to figure out, how can you not be like them? What do you have to do? I mean, that's a question that you ask yourself as you get older. When you're younger, you just, I'm doing this my way. I'm the boss. You feel me? Talk to men however you want. And you learn that men don't like it. Men will cheat on you and they'll really dog walk you if you disrespecting them. If you talking to him crazy and he will take you around the block.
But why not just
drag
leave?
you?
Why not just leave though? If somebody's like you feel disrespected,
I don't
why
know.
don't you leave?
I don't know why. I don't know why they don't just leave.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Sometimes people leave because of comfort, especially if they got a nice, cushy life. Like I can cheat on you, and my life. I don't want my quality of life to change.
Nah,
so I'm telling you what I know.
I'm a man, and I cheated. It wasn't about quality of life because wherever I cheated, I was at. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. So it wasn't about the quality of life. It was for me. It wasn't. It was just I had my kids there, and I didn't want to leave my kids.
So that changes your quality of life. If you don't want don't want your children to grow up and
right?
Yeah. So So that you proving my point.
Right, but they had the experience. I filed for divorce. I didn't have anybody come to me and serve me papers. I filed for divorce. I was tired. I was tired of playing.
That is really rare that men do the filing.
Yeah, no, we're done. I don't want to move forward with this. You feel me? I knew when I met her when we were younger, she was gonna be my wife. I told her that. Like, we're gonna do this. And some things happen. Mm-hmm. You know, you forgive, you move forward. Then when it happened again, it's like, nah, like this ain't happenstance. This is what you do. Mm. So if this is what you do, this is what we doing. And then it just got to be too much for me, to the point where I had to pull out. And in that love and respect situation, I was always looking for a woman to love me the same way my mother did, same way my grandmother did, the same way my aunts did, same way my godmothers did, same way all the women around me did, same way my cousin did, same way my sister did. So when your love looks off-putting a little bit, it's like, yeah, I'm busy right now. I got to work. So I think I've received the most off-putting love while I was working because I wasn't able to be at every situation, in every situation, doing every situation. You feel me? So I'm working on the radio station. I'm working the jobs. So now I'm getting the most disrespect. I can't even land my plane. So that becomes, like, damn, I ain't got time for this. And you go looking. You go looking for a better situation, a more receptive place, a more warming place, a more understanding space.
But you know what I've learned in my older age? That masculinity doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be off-putting. It doesn't have to be raw. Like you can be very masculine, and you don't have to be abrasive. You don't have to like beat on your chest. You don't have to be like chauvinistic.
In your
those are the type of men I like. I got a bad track record with that.
In your relationship, why are you beating on your chest? In your relationship, your woman should already know you're a man. Around other men, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like around other men constantly, right? But around your woman, that's where but you can't be soft nowadays with women. Because if you show any sense of weakness, they gonna attack you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why men ain't coming in, because they didn't have been the last situation that damaged them. And people don't think about that. Like a person don't be the person you really meet until you get 5-6 years into a relationship. You ain't going, we together 3 years, let's get married. You ain't even meet this nigga yet.
But you have to normalize like people taking time out after they've been in a relationship and it didn't go well.
Oh, absolutely.
Not jumping into the next situation so quickly. Because some people just, they just get on the next thing smoking.
Right. As well as men who grew up without a real man in their life, most men today don't have a clue what a real man is. They don't have a clue what love and respect is. And that's the problem. So it's not hard to teach it. It's not hard to tell people what real love and respect is, right? It's not hard to have these uncomfortable conversations.
It's one thing saying, but it's another thing
showing. To do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Like I said, and as a man in the community, you should be willing to show the young bucks. Like, I talk to people how I wish people talk to me. I talk to people how my father talked to me. If it's rough, if you feel like it's rough, man, we supposed to be boys. You supposed to know I love you. That's why I'm telling you. I wouldn't be telling you if I ain't love you. Mm-hmm. Now the fact that you got you You getting all hissy fitted up. Like, what's wrong, bro? What's the problem? Oh, you don't love me the way I love you? Cool, you could have said that. Let me walk away. You feel me? Even in that, in the man-to-man relationship, I love all my brothers. I told somebody today, he was like, man, your friends. I said, I don't have friends, bro. I have brothers. Period. My friends are associates. I just know you. You feel me? But if I call you my brother, you my brother. What's up? We should be able to build together. We should be able to help each other. We should be definitely looking out for each other. Shouldn't be playing no games about that. You got my back, I got yours. How I'm going to turn my back to you and you standing behind me, you got a knife in your hand and your back ain't to me. You going to stab me in my back? Damn, that's hard. So, love and respect. I want respect.
I want respect too.
I need respect. I don't. If I don't get no respect, there ain't gonna be no love given from me.
I understand.
Right? Real quick. A real man is not going to show weakness if he is not going to show weakness if he knows what love is. Your woman is not your mom nor your aunt. She is your mate. You love her for her. Right. I said I want my woman to be my mate or my aunt. No. I said the type of love, right? Mm-hmm. That type of love. Right? Everybody wants that type of love. If you don't get that type of love, you won't never settle down. Right? So my dad told my brothers, men don't cry.
You need to stop saying that.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we got all these men running around here now not crying. But then we got all the men dipping off and not coming back to do anything, and then the women are raising the boys. Now the boys are hyper emotional. Like you step on their sneaker, they want to shoot you. You look at them crazy, they want to shoot you. You know, like what? The beefs that's going on, not here in this city currently, but everywhere else, bro, is basically over nothing. Facebook, a post, a girl liking your post. It's crazy. You're fighting somebody over something you can get again? You're going to shoot somebody over a female? You can get another one.
Yeah.
Over money?
It's crazy.
And you can get more. Come on, man. Pay attention. But I just feel like the balance of both, a man and a woman in the household, let's balance the kids out. You feel me? And we don't have that currently right now. What is showing weakness? What's up, Pete? What's going on, bro? I ask that question all the time. Why can't I be weak for my woman? Why can't I be weak in a relationship with my woman?
Why can't you?
I don't know. I'm asking.
You should be able to.
Right.
But I feel like as a woman, it's our responsibility to provide a safe space.
To nurture me.
Yes.
When I come in the house after being outside all day, I should be able to come in and fall right in your arms. I should be able to take my clothes off, take a shower, you feel me? And we have a conversation. We can have a conversation. We can talk. I should be able to tell you what's bothering me and what's upsetting me. Not gossiping. Mm-hmm. Not talking about, because Derek, da-da-da. I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But damn, like, today was a hard day, man. Like, went to work. Boss start yelling at me, tripping as usual. You feel me? Well, baby, and give me instructions on how to handle it and not pop off. No, you know what? When you go to work, just take a couple minutes before you go in. You feel me? Like, understand that he's there to upset you. Because there are some people that are put in life as a block. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to either dig under or go around or go over top. Right? It's hard. Being a man in today's day and time requires us to be nurturing as well. Mm-hmm. To be, I guess, dual fitted for raising our daughters. You know what I mean? Like, for raising our sons, right? Being able to tell our sons it's okay to cry, but don't stay in it. It's okay to be upset or feel some type way, but don't stay in it, right? When they play football, the young boys, they be crying. When they lose their games, my son was playing championship. He was in Philly, man. He started crying, and I just looked at him. was like, what's wrong? I said, nothing. Go ahead. We ain't doing this all day, though. We're going to go get the steak after this. We're going to go eat.
Right.
Right? And we got to learn from this. What didn't you do well? Right? Not saying you lost the game, but what could you do better to make sure if you came to this situation again, you would win?
Right.
That's what losses are about, learning. Right? You know, be able to take them. Be able to stand up and examine them and learn from them. So tonight we are talking about love and respect, man. What do you want? What do you want more of? What do you need more of?
I want to say something.
Go ahead. Say something.
I feel like I thrive. I can say from this go round, I feel like I thrive when I am nurtured and having someone that's emotionally available, because I've had a history of not having emotionally available people, but then I have to look at myself. I wasn't even emotionally available to myself. Therefore, that's why I went towards people that were not emotionally available.
What does it take to be emotionally available to yourself?
Unpacking your dirty laundry.
You gotta unpack that shit.
Owning it.
Please unpack it. Please unpack it. Own it. Own what you went through. Like I said, same thing with the losses. Mm-hmm. You know how many times I've heard no? That's just building up. When the yes comes, it's going to be well worth it. Mm-hmm. Right? You know how many times I messed up and didn't do what I was supposed to do? Like, damn, fuck. It's a loss. You learn from it. What can I do to make sure this doesn't happen again? Now, I don't want to make a career of losses. Right. But at the same time, like, you know, all right, I can do this differently. And every time I do it now, before I didn't care. Every time I got locked up, it was like, all right, I'll go back and do it again. That last time I got locked up, I thought about it. I had 18 months to sit there and think about how to come home and not get caught again.
Wow.
How to come home and not do what I did again. How to come home and have a different mentality. I'm not smoking nothing. Now, I done quit cigarettes, 13 days, no cigarette. But, you know, I still feel like I need to smoke. So I might be going over to Jersey, get some recreational. Okay. Yeah. A little pen. You feel me? Yeah. A little something just to keep me, I guess. I don't know if that might be a part of my addiction. I don't want to start that back up again. You feel me? Yeah. So it's different ways to skin a cat. So many different ways to skin a cat, right? But tonight we're talking about respect and love, man. Which one do you value? Why is it important to you? Again, respect is my thing. Love is what I give when I'm respected. You know what I mean?
Love is what I give when I feel safe. That's the thing. I've had protection when it means like, okay, I'm not going to let nobody physically harm you. But when you don't have the emotional safety, that's when it's hard to be vulnerable. And that was one of my big issues. Emotional safety. If I don't feel emotionally safe with you, like when I crash out, it's fuck your feelings. Like, I got to be real. It was horrible. Really horrible. I thank God I've evolved. Yeah. And the fact that I can own, like, I'm never going to sit here and play like I was the victim, like, oh my God, everybody was so mean to me, because that would be a lie. I have been the villain and I've been the victim. I don't mind. Play both parts.
I don't mind being the villain, right? I really don't mind. But if you gonna tell everything that I did, you did some things too,
right?
You feel me? And that's how it goes, right? There's three sides to every story. Absolutely. Your side, my side, and the truth.
Absolutely.
My side's going to be leaning more towards the truth because it don't really bother me. Your side is over here trying to make me look even worse than how my side got. How in my story I'm looking bad, but in your version of my story I'm the devil? Doesn't make sense.
That was a big part for me in therapy. Like, just being able to be like, all right, this happened to you, but you did A, B, and C. D happened to you. That wasn't cool, but you did do A, B, and C too. Like, you got to own that.
Got to own it.
Yeah.
Got to own it. I remember when I went into therapy, I sat down, man. I cried on that couch. I sat and I talked. And he was like, okay, all right, so what's our plan? He said, because you're covert, talking to my wife, and you're overt, So you don't care. All your stuff was out there. You feel me? Meanwhile, you doing stuff under the cover of darkness. Like you ain't doing anything. So like that ain't gonna work.
I'd rather somebody just be out in the open. Like if you doing shitty stuff, let just be like so. Like I don't want to like be like, dang, like this person is. I'm thinking they're one way and they're the whole other way.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, that hurts.
That hurts even more.
Especially when you find out, like, damn, shit. But again, the respect, it was never there. And I get why the respect wasn't there. I didn't give her nothing to respect. I didn't make her feel safe.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
But then again, she has to look at herself and be like, okay, so what did she need to heal?
I think she understands that now.
Okay.
Because now we're best friends.
Okay.
I call her up, have a conversation with her. You feel me?
The fact that you can be friends with a person that you was
we have children together. So
Yeah.
I anybody that has children with me, we can be friends. We don't have to be together. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
Like I have children I have to raise.
That's beautiful.
So I realize that I have to sacrifice something.
Do you think if you didn't have children, you could still be friends?
No.
Okay. No. That's real. That's real honesty for you.
I mean, no, I have no reason to be your friend. If we don't have children, there's no reason for me to sit there and have a conversation with you. For what? What do we have in common? That we used to exchange fluids? That's, you know how many people I've exchanged fluids with? No. You know.
People, I get you.
But we have children, so we can talk. We can have this conversation. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like even when I did what I did, I was still. Can we talk? Why you mad? Like we need. What are we doing about the kids? I need to talk to the adult in the house, not the child. Then the children grow up. You feel me? Feeling some type way because mom and dad don't have a conversation. Now they go into a relationship not having a conversation with their partner. Like all we're doing is giving them this shit to regurgitate and throw back up. They're going to give it to their children if they don't learn how to talk from the parents. If the parents don't teach the children how to communicate, how to stress what's important in a relationship and do what's right, then the kids are going to do the exact same thing.
What's the saying? Heal the root, save the tree?
Bro. It's deeper than right and wrong. She should have never allowed the disrespect. In my opinion, it's two hurts, yours and mine, and the outcome. I would not be disrespected nor disrespect. How can we love each other without respect? Man, listen, we can't love each other without respect. I've been saying that. That's what I want. I want to be talked to. I want to be told the truth. I want things to be honest from the beginning.
But sometimes we think that we love somebody and it's really just a trauma bond. We share similar traumas and we're like a moth to a flame.
It's still love.
It's toxic love.
That toxic word.
Well, it's like, unhealthy love.
That toxic that thing drives me crazy.
Well, it's unhealthy because if we're only bonding through our pain and we're not working through our pain.
Are we talking about our pain? See? We're not working. You said we're not working. So we're not talking. If we're not talking about our pain, then we just hanging. Because I need to talk. We need to have a conversation. How are you feeling? What's going on? What do you want? What do you want out of life? That's what I'm asking my people that's around me. If you're close enough to me, what do you want out of life? Because I know where you're at right now. That's not where you want to be. We had that conversation. Mm-hmm. You said, what we doing?
Right.
Let's get it done.
Right.
Why you bullshitting? Come on, Pate. No, seriously. You want something, you got to go after it. I want anybody connected to me to go after their fucking dreams. That's my love language. Go after your dream. Don't stop here. If you go after your dream, you never know where you might end up. Mm-hmm. But you're going to stop here. Here's where you're going to stay. You think I'm going to pull? You think you're going to hop on my coattail? Oh, no. No, you can't do that. Can't do that. It's deeper than right or wrong. I think when you say it's deeper than right or wrong, that can only come from a person that doesn't accept responsibility or doesn't accept blame. It's deeper. I don't think nothing's deeper than right or wrong because you don't know how you hurt a person.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So if you're not getting an explanation on how you hurt them, you don't know what is deeper than.
That's true. And then sometimes you'll go through things with people and you'll never get the closure. You'll like somebody could be carrying hurt and they bleed out on other people, and it's just like they was looking for closure that they never got.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. Like I said, pain for me was understanding that 1, 2, 3, 4. First 4 girlfriends, they all cheated. Young. A couple of them wasn't even and that's the problem. You ain't even my girl for real. It's something else going on. So, I don't even want to claim them. So the first 2.
Wow.
Then it's like, okay, all right. Came home from college, had a chick, and then you cheat. Like, damn. So I know at that point I should have left her then. Left the situation alone, but I didn't.
I can look back and say I was looking for protection. It wasn't like I was unsafe, but I just wanted to have that sense of security, of protection. But I feel like I went about it. I know I went about it the wrong way. I look back now and I'm like, okay. Yeah, that was definitely from your wounds. Wanting someone to, be like the Savior and only Jesus saved, only the Lord saved. So,
Make those decisions before making babies so they don't have to see the disrespect. Well, that's coming from, that's hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. You can see perfect looking backwards. Damn, I shouldn't have done that. You feel me? But, when I was coming, I wasn't really worried about it. It was what I'm there for my children, right? Can't nobody say I'm not. You feel me? Like, I do what I can do. I help where I can help. And if I can't do it, I'm going to figure out.
That's the one thing I'm proud of, that I didn't, of all the mistakes, I didn't bring any kids into the world with my trauma. That's one thing I did not want to do.
Right. Respect will bring love for both sides. That's it. That's it. Respect me. I think I looked at a lot of different people, like how they came up, right? If you're young and you're watching your mom and dad not get along, not talk, and one parent is raising you while the other parent ain't raising you.
You're already being programmed, right?
You're being programmed, right, on how to communicate. Then if you get to lying to your dad or your mom about where you're going and what you're doing, now you're lying to that person. Now you're programmed. That's how you're going to deal with the next person. Yeah. A lot of people say you can tell how he loves somebody based on how he treat his mom. You can tell how she loves somebody based on how she treat her dad. You know what I mean? So if you talk crazy to the dad, you're going to talk crazy to the next thing. If you talk crazy to your mom, you're going to talk crazy to the next female or the next woman you deal with.
Speaking of that, when I healed, I started communicating with men in generally better. Better across the board.
Right.
Colleagues, friends, because, it was not so good.
No, and that's, we're all learning life, right? And we're all supposed to take a little bit of time to understand what we're dealing with. We were young.
Yep.
It wasn't what we were supposed to be doing, but we were doing it anyway, right? I had children. I'm going to stand up and do what I'm supposed to do, but I have to get out of this situation because it's ugly and it's not going to end well. You understand what I'm saying? Like, seeing that it's not going to end well made me get out of it, understanding that it was going to take a while for me to get over this person. This was somebody I was with from 17 years old all the way to 36.
That's a long time.
Have I dealt with other women? Yes. Have I been in relationships? No, because there's no respect there. You don't respect me, I don't respect. From the beginning, you're lying. So once you lie, all right, you know what this is? You know what this means, right? You didn't change the rules. You're lying, so I'm going to lie. Now you got to let go because I'm just rolling. You got to let go. That's crazy,
how you
right?
start really matters.
It does.
Yeah,
it does. It does. And
do you believe the saying, the same way you get them is the same way you lose them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why you won't get me. you will not get me. And you got to either respect that or sit here and try to fight against it. If you want to fight against it, then you'll learn that I wasn't lying. I can't. How am I supposed to see different when I met you that way?
People can evolve, right?
Somebody you can evolve for somebody else. You can't evolve for the person that's right there that sees you. I'm never going to see you as an evolved person. I'm only going to see the person that I saw in the beginning. How can I see an evolution in a woman or a man? As a woman, you meet somebody.
Unless you step away.
As a woman, you meet somebody who was cheating and out here playing games, and he was a friend, and then you fall in love with him. That don't even add up, do it? No. So as a man, I meet somebody who's out here cheating, and I fall. No.
No, I get you.
Right. So
you don't even. Yeah, I get
the
you.
evolution ain't for me; it's for the next person. So, but you got to be man enough or woman enough to step off and do that.
But the thing is, what if you step off and then you come back evolved? Because that happens in some relationships. Somebody was out there doing their thing, whatever, and they was a hot mess, and then they went on their journey to heal, and they came back. I don't recommend that, but I think it's possible. But you got to step off.
Oh, you got
to step off.
Yeah, step off for a couple years.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
And go through
couple years for sure.
Yeah, go through some bushes and some thorns and some.
Don't come back. Yeah,
Aisha says, in my opinion, turning love and respect into a choice is like one has to outweigh the other, instead of communicating how they're meant to exist together. In doing that, we unintentionally minimize the very thing we're not choosing, even though it still holds value. And depending on the situation, we'll shift and crave the other, not realizing we've already accepted less by separating them in the first place. At some point, it stops being about preference and starts becoming a pattern of us breadcrumbing ourselves.
Wow, she said a lot. All I can say is when I feel respected, the love just overflows. My whimsy, like, there's nothing I would not do for you. But when I feel disrespected, I just, yeah.
The main message of this podcast is love sounds good.
Yeah.
Respect feels solid.
Yeah.
But the truth is, healthy relationships need them both.
They do.
But you will have people that value one over the other.
Absolutely.
It's not about choosing. It's just I value respect more than I value love as a man. And women, I think women value love, that whimsical feeling, that butterflies and rainbows and all that. Y'all value that. It's how a man makes you feel. Because I've seen things happen. It's like, no, he's nice to me. Okay. All right. Or, yeah, she talks to me okay.
It's not about talking. It's about, okay, how do you show up in the real world?
Right.
Are you responsible? Do you take care of your kids? You know, are you stable mentally, spiritually, financially?
Absolutely.
All those things, they mean something. Because that's not going to have me, just somebody saying, oh, I love you. That's not going to keep my whimsy. Like, it's how you show up in the world.
It's how you show up. It's how you pull up. It's how you show up. It's how you pull off.
Yep.
You feel me? All that. It's how you walk down the street.
Yep.
You know what I mean? How you protect her.
Yep.
Even in the situations walking down the street, when I see younger kids, like young men walking with women, and they're quick to want to switch the side with their woman. You feel me?
Right.
Like taking the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Good job. I love to see that. Right. That means somebody's teaching him well.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So you love to see that energy. You love to get that energy. And when you see somebody out there that's not, right, you hit, no, nah, bro, inside. You feel me? And you give good energy. Hopefully he receives the instruction.
Right.
Well, and he like, nigga, what the fuck you over? I ain't say nothing. You got it, bro. You feel me? Go ahead, do your thing. So, you know, it's being able to receive information, being able to share information, and what's more important to you as a person. Because everybody has things that are more important to them. I think nobody has the energy to weigh love and respect in a relationship the same way. You know what I mean? That's a lot. That take up both hands.
True.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you want to have one hand free to grab on and hold on to your partner. You feel me? So love me, respect me, but I need respect.
I agree.
Right? Not to minimize or put love down on the ground. Right? It's an 80-20 rule. For me, it's more 90-10.
Yeah, I think back, like, I be like, I never considered myself really affectionate except towards kids and special needs people, old people. But when I feel respected, it's like it brings out a whole nother side of me.
Okay.
Like, this is the most affectionate I've been towards a man my whole life.
Your whole life?
Whole life. Whole life. Dang. All right.
Hell, not special
I'm late
is.
to the game. I'm late
No, you're
to the
not.
game.
I don't really think you're late to the game.
I really am.
I really think I really think you're showing up when you have the most, when you've gotten over your traumas and you have more experience in life. It's not about age. It's about your partner. It's about you and your partner being happy. It don't matter what age you are. If he's okay with you and you're okay with him, just keep moving. Keep moving forward, though. You feel me? Stop and smell some roses, but keep moving forward. Yeah. Love or respect. I want respect. You want respect.
Yeah, we both on the same page
I
tonight.
want everybody to say in this live right now what they want. Love or respect, right? That way we can check it out. I think if I'm in a relationship, respect. I value both. I respect the difference in opinions, but it's a thing for me. Absolutely, I get it.
Cause ain't nothing worse than being embarrassed, man.
Ain't
Nothing worse than being embarrassed out in public, man. Like, just being like, oh man.
And when people don't learn respect from their parents, they have to learn it in the street, and there's not a lot of street respect. You know what I'm saying? So if you out there in the streets and you playing around, you ain't gonna have no respect. You feel me? You talk to your man any kind of way. You talk to your woman any kind of way. You put hands on your woman. You watch the man put hands on your mom as a man. You naturally gonna do that because you've seen it happen. So you think that's how I'm supposed to control a woman.
Or you might be complete opposite because
You know what that takes for complete opposite? For your dad to walk away. For your dad to never be if your dad is in your life, if you look up to your dad, if your dad is around, you're gonna put hands on. You're gonna put hands on any woman. And it don't even got to be your girl, sister, cousin, aunt, mother.
what if you're defending your mom?
You can do that, but I'm still saying, like, if you're defending your mom, that's different. Right? You ain't going. I doubt if you defend your mom and then turn around and put hands on a woman.
Right.
Right. But like, if you see your mother as a woman disrespecting your father, or talking down to your father, or yelling at him constantly, you gonna grow up to do the same thing. So it really be the child you that be dictating your life, bro. Because you're learning.
True.
You feel me? And until you sit down and heal, right? Until you reveal,
Yeah.
you're stuck with that 12-year-old. For me, he was 12. He was mad. He was upset. He was lonely. He was lost. So a lot of my stuff came from just attachment. Not being able to attach to anybody because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted. Right? I was just roaming through life. So, go to therapy, sit down and you discuss these things and you talk these methods of healing and you allow them to take root in your life and switch you and get you to look differently. I didn't allow it to take root the first time I went. I thought I was healed. I went to therapy. Yay, look at me. I went to therapy. Okay, all right, I'm good. I wasn't. I was doing the same thing. Right? I can admit that now. You feel me? Like, I was okay, but the only difference was I wasn't married.
That really makes me think I started therapy at like 23, but not till like 39 and a half, going into 40, that I really like get like real deep into therapy,
Right.
like really unpack.
Right.
I feel like I was just playing therapy when I was going, because it's like the accountability piece was just not there, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I just, for me, it was all messed up. It didn't add up to what I wanted it to, and there was no way of me making it. So it was like, all right, fuck it. went to therapy and I sat and I cried. Like I said, I had 2 therapists. I had a male and a female, right? And sometimes the female held me more accountable than the male did.
Wow.
Occasionally, he got on me. You feel me? But because she was just trying to let me know, like, how you're viewing life after your divorce isn't fair for someone coming into you. But I said, they got to come to me the right way. You can't come to me wrong and expect for me to see you right. It don't happen. We can't be talking and you get an attitude over petty stuff. Like, you got to, like, I don't like that. I'm good. Once you do that, I've already, in my head,
once you make a decision about somebody, it's kind of stamped, signed, sealed, delivered. I can tell.
I be trying to tell niggas, like, you don't want me to cut you off. Because you can come back around, you just ain't coming back in. Niggas always around. Females always around.
Do you think that will ever change with you?
Mm-mm. Again, respect. I would not have done that to you. I wouldn't have. I would not have done that to you. Now that you've done it to me, now I can do it to you.
So have you ever done anything where they didn't do anything to you?
No. No. Like, honestly.
So every time you cheated, somebody cheated first?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. I've always wanted a wife. I've always wanted a partner. I've always wanted to share. So.
Wow, I want to ask you something.
I know you do. Come on.
If you always found yourself with cheating partners, like, when did the light bulb come on? Like,
in 2019,
okay,
it came on.
Okay.
It just flickered.
Okay.
It didn't come on all the way until 2024.
Okay.
I wish I had paid attention to that flicker. I do. Not to say, like, well, maybe I don't wish I paid attention to it because I got my daughter out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I love Jordan. You feel me? Like, so
Amazing.
I don't know what I would have done without her over these past 2 years.
Okay.
Like, literally. Like, you about to have me sit here crying. Like, just being around her every day got me up because I really didn't want to get up. Right? Lost my mother. Like, so it was like, but I got to get up. I got to get Jordan. I got to be here for her. Love and respect. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just trying to teach her, right, how to love someone, how to talk to somebody, calm down, stop yelling, stop fussing. You feel me? Because again, when you see it, it's easy to. We live in a repetitive world where nothing is new. Nothing. True. Nothing is new. So if people learn how to talk to people with respect, if people learn how to have a conversation without getting mad, how to process anger, you got to process that shit, bro. You got to pause. Got to think about it before you respond. But we don't do that. Now, if you pause, well, nigga, what you chilling for? No, calm down. Like, I'm thinking, like, did you mean to do this? Nah, bro. All right, see, you didn't even mean it. So he's good. And you can't be giving people passes. Why not?
You just said something. You said 2024 is when the lights really came on for you.
Mm-hmm.
So let me say, this is crazy. I think from 2017 to 2024 was like, that was the whole 7 years. Those 7-year period was hell for me. Divorce, death, sickness, loss of friendships, loss of everything. Like, I think it's something regarding like life cycles, like those
7 years.
7 years.
Absolutely.
It was 7 years to the T, and then 2024 something just said
boom.
So how long you think yours was?
I got divorced in 2016.
Wow. So it's really kind of like almost the same time frame.
I mean, so for me, it was, you know, we go back. We do from the 7, the first years I was born. My second set of 7 got interrupted by my dad.
Shoot.
You feel me? So we're talking about now I'm starting at 12. You feel me? Now I'm doing from 12 to 7 to 19. I can't do from 14 to 21.
Right.
Because I had that major ass thing happen to me when I was 12 years old.
Right.
And that set me back. You know what I mean? So from
Right.
12 to 19, I was outside just trying to die. You know what I mean? But in 17, when I met my wife, it was like, damn, 90, 97. Yeah, 97 I met her. 98 I got locked up. So I just graduated high school in 1997. 1998 I'm locked up already. Wow. You feel me? Like gun charge, I feel it. Nigga, you're tripping. But I wasn't trying to hear that. My uncle told me, you feel me? And he had a conversation with me. He said, listen, if this is the life you want, it's only two ways to the top. You're killing somebody or you snitching on somebody. That's all you can do out here. Go back to school. I tried it. But it was nothing that brought me that much joy. And it wasn't joy that I was feeling. I thought it was. It wasn't joy I was feeling. I was like, it was death. It was to be that close to death and finally understand that I didn't die. You feel me? But to be that close every day. Every day.
Wow.
Riding around with people I didn't trust, riding around with people that didn't like me, in the car, doing dumb things. So the only safe space I had was with my partner. And I understand you can't know it's love if you don't have forgiveness in your heart. How do you know it's love if you can't forgive someone? My mother forgave me for a lot of shit, bro. Like, a lot of shit. So that's love. So who am I not to forgive somebody? So I forgave you the first time. The second time, she already out. And we're going to do whatever we want. I don't care how you feel. You got to leave. Not me.
So you about to be on the come up. If you said 2016 and now, then 2024, you came out with
2030.
Yeah, you about to
3 years.
You about to really have some major shifts, some good shifts coming.
No, I feel the shifts coming with the radio station, right? Being able to focus on that. Quitting my jobs was painful.
I'm sure.
Right? Financially, burdensome. You feel me? But I've been able to stay here at the radio station and do what I do. It's because of the work that I put in the beginning. It's paying off now. So, still, respect is key. Yeah. People that are associated with me, respect is key. Let's have a conversation. Please don't yell at me. If you don't want me to yell at you, don't yell at me. Don't talk to me crazy. And even if we talk crazy, can we come back? We can come right back together and have a conversation and map out why I went crazy.
Right.
You feel me? Respect.
I think your communication skills are stellar, though. You know.
Other people would beg to differ. You feel me? And that's because they have stuff that I've never held them accountable for. You feel me? And they know they have it, so they got a problem anytime I'm about to speak or say anything. It's like, oh no, wait. Like, don't cut me off. Let me finish. You're gonna cut me off because you don't want me to say, all right, cool, you got it. Do your thing. Respect. If we're having a conversation and I'm telling you how I see things for me, you get to cut me off. You don't care how I see things. So you don't even have to be in a love-giving relationship. You know what I mean? Like, we could just be talking. Respect is key. Being my friend, respect is key. You don't want me to disrespect you. If I was to do it to you, on your side, with everything you got going on or whatever you done out there in the street, if I was to do what you did to me, would you like that? Nah. Well, then why you do it?
Well, I feel like we set the tone early. I realized that. Think about how I came into the radio station.
Right.
But you would have met me and I was like, just, I don't know, ratchet or just.
I would have been with you. I don't mind ratchet chicks. I don't have a problem with ratchet chicks. You feel me? Like, if you're gonna be ratchet, you're gonna be loud. That's a you situation. Ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'll try to calm you down. Like, nah, why you doing that? Calm down. Relax. Chill out.
I just feel like ratchet can sometimes bring drama.
Definitely brings drama. But drama sells. Drama sells. People tune in to drama.
Yeah,
If we were on here arguing, it'd be more people tuning in.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because we're going back and forth. What's more important, love or man, I don't give a fuck about love. I don't want no love. If we was talking like that, then, people be tuned in.
True.
Right? But, the fact that we're talking about, having a healthy relationship, and this is a healthy relationship everywhere. Business relationship, loving relationship, wife-husband relationship, kids relationship, respect and love need to be given. Now, how much you give is up to you, right?
Very true.
It's like driving a stick. You got to know when to give up.
Yep.
You feel me? To go forward, to keep moving up. You feel me? Like, and I learned that. Driving a stick. You feel me? It's like, that's not like life, man. You gotta ease up off the clutch, or give the gas, and just how it work. But love, respect, man. The goal is to build something where both people feel safe, seen, and appreciated. That should be the goal of every relationship.
Absolutely.
And if it's not, then it's not. Y'all just playing. And I'm not telling nobody to stop playing, right? If you enjoy the game you're playing, continue to play it.
Oh, gosh. We too old to be playing.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're really not. You're too old to get married and then get a divorce. That's what you're too old to do, right? You're not too old to play. You're not too old to figure out what you want. Are you really trying to figure out what you want? Or are you just in the situation and now you're in this comfort zone that you were talking about earlier? Now you don't want to leave. No, nigga, you don't want this situation. You looking at the females. Be honest with yourself.
That's most people can be honest with themselves.
I ain't got no problem with being honest. I realize that. I don't want to play with anybody. I don't want to play with anybody's time. Right? If you want something and I'm telling you I don't want it, then you're doing what you want to do. What's that about?
Because I feel like that's when you sin against yourself, when you know someone doesn't have the capacity to give you what you desire, and you still stick around hoping that you could alter that person's decision by either being super nice, super this, or, catering to a person that's still not going to most likely change the dynamics of the situation. So it's like, if you realize you want something and it's just not possible, then you got to move on.
You got to move on, or you need to heal yourself. I think a lot of people are still dealing with, pain from previous relationships, pain from growing up as a child. So you got to heal yourself. You got to go to therapy. You got to be honest when you go into therapy. You can't heal nothing if you go in there lying.
And then you have to be honest that sometimes you can love somebody with everything, but they're still not meant to be. You're not meant to be with that person.
Let's not say you're not meant to be with that person. Let's just say they're not meant to be with you.
Well, either or.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
Because it's...
You can, because the thing is, loving someone doesn't mean that you're supposed to be together.
Right. You're just a friend.
Yeah.
You're just a loving friend.
Yeah.
You ever have a loving friend before?
Yes, I have.
On the male side?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nobody.
But it's like if you it's like it's a difference between having a loving friend that is a platonic and a loving friend who is like it's dual. It's a dual role. Like it's romantic and it's platonic. It's like that's where it gets fuzzy. I don't think I could do that. I can't do the where it's like mixed signal. It's either this or that at this old age. It's this or that. We can't do.
What is this or that?
We either platonic or we either romantic. We can't be.
Can't be both?
No.
Why not?
You have to be my person to be that. You can't. We can't be in this like it's okay. You got a homie that you like. Oh my God, my homie. Like I'm attracted to this person, but they my friend. Oh, I can't do that. Can't be my person that I'm with. We could have that dual relationship. like a friend and a lover, relationship, my person. But someone that's just like, okay, that's my friend. No, it's because the thing is, it's like it's blurred lines. Blurred lines.
That's what life is. Life is full of blurred lines.
But yeah, it is.
It takes
but
a while.
Why, if you could uncomplicate certain things,
Yeah,
then why the complications?
I mean,
come on.
I mean, I feel like your life right now is uncomplicated, right? And
You know how much work I had to do to get
right.
there?
I get that, right? But that was because you put yourself first.
Yeah.
And you healed yourself.
Yes.
Right. A lot of people don't realize the beauty in healing yourself.
It was very painful.
Right. And uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right. But what comes out of that trauma, what comes out of that therapeutic session is you understanding what you have to do to fix yourself. Now you're able to do self-inventory, understand what you have in your drawers. Not in your drawers. Now, I'm not talking about the drawers around your waist. I'm talking about the drawers in your cupboard, in your upper cabinets, in your kitchen, in your closets, right? And just open those drawers and understand what's in them, right? Like, damn, this where this was at. All right, can I make that work with what I want? And you got to ask yourself, can I make this work with what I want? The person that I want to be, is this a good attribute to have? Right? Forgiving was a big thing for me.
Okay.
When my mother passed away, I said, okay, I'll be more forgiving. I will try. Right? And I've been trying.
Okay.
Right? Does it get hard sometimes? Absolutely. Do I just want to cuss somebody out every day? But okay, cool. No problem. Now I might turn around and go somewhere else but that's just me. I'm more forgiving now. Honesty was a big thing for me. Why be honest when most of y'all are lying?
Wow, that's real.
Like, why I gotta be the only one that's being honest? Answer me. Talk to me. Tell me. Why I'm gonna be honest? Because that's what you should do. So, okay. How can being honest hurt me? Telling somebody how I feel. Well, I'm being honest. Well, they might not like how you feel. Okay. Did I hurt them? Did I lie to them? No. All right, well, then you'll get over that, right? So being honest was another thing that I had to pick up.
Okay.
You feel me? So we got honesty, forgiveness, and self-respect. No matter what nobody says about me, how anybody views me, who I was 10 years ago, everything that I did, yeah, I got self-respect because I've changed. I'm not the same person.
And that's priceless.
Boy. So it doesn't matter how you feel because there's a reason why you feel the way you feel. I wasn't just attacking people. Mm-hmm. There was something done to me that caused me to attack.
Right.
You came over, you kicked my cage, not knowing my door was open. I can come out, I bite you. That's your fault. You should just walk past. But you want to kick cages, right? So, again, that love and respect situation, right? I need that in my life. Without it, I just go crazy. So I had to learn to love myself, respect my children, what I'm trying to build for them. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And keep on moving. That's it. How about you?
Self-respect is like the most important thing because I can say a good portion of my life I have sinned against myself in a lot of different ways, and I feel like I can't do that anymore. And I feel like the more I respect myself, the more I will attract the things that's for me and good for me towards me. When you respect yourself, certain things don't even come your way.
Oh, man. I think I've always wanted to show what self-respect could do, right? But I didn't really have it.
Okay.
Right? I think I just recently, I might have found it. So I might be upstairs. I might be able to put it on this summer.
Okay.
Right? but it's still a heavy armor to carry because you got to think more about yourself, right? So it puts you in the selfish room. Okay. Not saying you're in the selfish room, but self-respect. You got to think more about yourself, right? You got to think more about what you bring, what you do, and you got to speak on it. Yeah. And that's not a big thing for me to speak on what I do.
I know.
I know. So, life, it is so amazing, so beautiful. In a relationship, there are two things that are definitely must-haves: love and respect. Any relationship, business, woman, man, woman, dog, cat, aunt, whatever. Any kind of relationship that you find yourself in. Did I say aunt? I did say aunt. Yes. Why did I say aunt? I don't know if you want to love on your aunt. That's crazy. But, to be a man requires being able to look in the mirror and take off armor and add other parts of armor as you progress through life. Things that you've learned as a child, things that you've seen as a child, things that you have adapted to pulling as a child. Sometimes you need to leave some things behind. Love and respect is key to every relationship. Don't be scared of it. Don't run from it. Share it.
You know what I put in my notes thing for Facebook? I'm unlearning while learning. Every day. I've
unlearned so much stuff, right? And still continue to learn new stuff. And learn some of the unlearned behaviors that I needed not to forget. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, oh shit, I dropped that. Yeah, I remember that, right? Because you just need a reminder. Well, it's 8:21. Okay. You done?
I am done. Thank you guys. I can't see nobody. So thank you for those who have tuned in, who have contributed to the comments. I'm grateful for everybody that has been on this journey with me from the first season, and now we're here to the second season and watching me grow. And, I look forward to more and more episodes and us having these uncomfortable conversations, healing and growing together. And y'all remember that you can't heal what you don't reveal.
Come on, man. CMPradio.net, man. You already know it's your boy, Uncle P. This is another episode of Uncomfortable Conversations. Remember, you can find us everywhere podcasts are, Spotify, all that good stuff, man. Look us up. Right now we're on YouTube. We're not on Facebook in the studio. So I want to give a shout out to the amazing Spider-Man. I don't know what you were saying. Uncle P 21 gun. I don't know what that means. But I appreciate you, bro. Be safe. And that's it, man. This is Uncomfortable Conversations, only on cmpradio.net. We will see you next week. I don't know what we talking about next week, do we?
I don't know what we're talking about.
No, we definitely don't know. So we got to figure that out. So, see y'all. Be safe. So, yeah.